Right, Aries, Adrian here. How you doing? How did you doing? Amaze balls. Alrighty, so this is a general reading for the last bit of November. So sort of like hints and tips from the universe for the last stretch of November. Take the hints and tips that resonate with you, that are for you, and the ones that are not for you, don't be bothered about them. All right. Um, So I'm gonna draw your tarot. We're gonna look at your current space. How did you get there? Sorry for shaking the camera. How did you get there? What brought you there? What you can look forward to? And then we're also obviously gonna clarify to get a deeper understanding of what is for you. All right. If next week I'm going to do your December readings. So if you would like to know when those are coming out and you haven't yet done so, I would strongly encourage you to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when the readings are coming out. And also, if you would like to help my channel to grow and you would like other people to be able to receive these free messages of love and universal guidance, then all I ask you to do is to like the video and that will help you to grow. All right. So, Aries, let's see what we've got for you. We're first going to draw you an angel answers card. See what the angelic realm has got for you. For those of you that are interested in, reading tarot for yourself, because the energy of tarot is all about the law of attraction. It's about manifestation. It's really not about the cards. These cards are representing an energy that is so vast. Okay. I also have a free oracle card reading course. There's links for it in the description below. Angels, what do we have for Aries, please? Beautiful guardians, a collective entity that I channel called Smile. What do we have for Aries, please? What do we have for Aries? What would you like Aries to know? Is that the message? Nope. Aries, what's going on? Is your mind all over the place? Okay. Connect with music. It's time to jive, Aries. All right. It says connect with music. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. Now, music is one of the ways through which I personally very much connect with source that I work with quite a lot in my private practices, so whether it's regression hypnosis or a personal reading or, Reiki, crystal healing, whatever it is, all those details are down below on my website, ahnGreatLife.com. But I work a lot with music because music in itself is alive. It's an essence, it's an energy, it's a flow. And because the human body is mostly made out of water, when we pick up certain vibrations, it can alter that water consistency of who and what we are. And what I always recommend is listening to music, being very selective about what you're into. Now, you want to sometimes just, shake it. And I mean, that's good because that gets your flow going. But, especially when you listen to music, and the question is, who's your favorite music artist? And what do you really know about that person? Because when you listen to music, it doesn't really matter what it is, whether it's classical or reggae or rap or pop or R&B, whatever it doesn't really matter. Jazz, you do your thing. But when music is created, there is an energy behind it. And when that energy is passion, it's love, it's vibrance, it's flow, it's that sort of magic, And then the people that maybe work with this artist, they also want to create something beautiful. They're very passionate, they're very involved. They want to share this beautiful thing with the world. When you really listen to that music and you open yourself to the flow of that music, you tap into that energy. All right. It's the same thing very quickly, actually, Aries, with some oracle cards, because I know a lot of people are buying a lot of oracle cards these days, and there is one particular, oracle card creator who's created many, many decks, oracle and tarot, who's very much opposed to the energy of it now at all. And I want you to remember that you can tap in with the original, passionate, loving, kind, creative energy behind anything really. All right. So if your mood is feeling a little bit down, consciously listen to music that evokes positivity within you so that that can raise your vibration. And as it raises your vibration, the magical stuff can come back to you once again. Okay. Sometimes we're in a space where we feel we've lost certain things in this world, and it might feel very unfair at the time. But then, as we move forward into life, we actually realize how beneficial that very action was that seems so sort of like detrimental to our well-being. So what I'm going to encourage you, Aries, is to come from a space, even if it's hard. And you don't have to become like a complete believer, but maybe open yourself to the idea that whatever happens in your life, it happens for a reason that will positively benefit you going forward, starting right now. It may have already started, but you might not even be aware of it because maybe you're focusing on what is not working out. And sometimes, life can be challenging like that. But, it's always better when you focus on what is working as opposed to what is not working. Okay. Radio. Let's see. What do we have with Moonology for Aries, please? Moonology energy for Aries, please. Moonology energy for Aries. Void of course moon. Nothing will come of the situation. Okay, so for some of you, you may feel like, oh my goodness, this is it. This is the end of the road. Nothing left for me. The jackals can just as well come and fetch me and have me for dinner. You can feel that way, it's no problem, but letting you know that whatever you're going through at the moment, Aries, it's a phase. It won't last forever, okay? A lot of the most horrible things that you could imagine happening in your mind won't transpire. And claim that for yourself, okay? Right, let's see what we've got for the tarot. Using the Muse Tarot for this. Links for all the cards that are used down below in the description. What do we have for Aries, please? Aries, recent past, Three of Materials, which is the Three of Pentacles, the Sun, Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands, Muse of Emotions, which is the King of Cups, Queen of Emotions, Strength card, Leo energy, Page of Emotions, Eight of Voices, which is the Eight of Swords, Justice card, and Queen of Materials. There's a lot going on in your world, all right? And a lot of it might seem really bad and really, really destructive. I feel that for some of you, Aries, you've been asking for a lot, and it's almost like now I've done this before in my life as well. You say to the universe, I want a lot, I want everything, I want it now, I want it to flow, whatever, I want it, I want it, I want it, then boom, 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 boom. It's going to show you all the things that are sort of like in conflict with what you want to have. So it might feel like going through a period of huge loss and huge disappointments and like everything is just falling apart. But you know how the old saying goes, sometimes when it seems like it's falling apart, it's actually busy shifting into place. All right. And you might want to entertain that idea. All right, let me show you the cards. So there's the recent past, Three of Materials, the Sun, and the Muse of Inspiration. Then we've got your current space. Some of you are about to find the love of your life. How awesome is that? Muse of Emotions, Queen of Emotions, and the Strength card. And energy coming towards you. Okay, I'm going to show you when I get there. All right, I've been told by Spirit to do that, so I'm going to do that. So, there's a space of contemplation there in the recent past. Do I try something new? Do I not try something new? The good thing is we're not going to bond on that because I can see that you went for positivity, you went for light, you went for moving forward. Excellent idea. Set yourself up with so much abundance, so much prosperity, willing to walk the difficult path, willing to walk the cleansing path, working with your mind. Maybe a lot of you had some bad habits that you started to sort of like filter off. And whatever happened with this falling apart, it could be some of those bad habits that you might have, that it's being sort of like a coat being taken off you. But there's a space of beautiful inner balance and peace here for you. In your current space, the one thing that you want to focus on, no matter what happens around you, Aries, what you want to focus on is finding that inner peace within yourself. Because when you can find that inner peace within yourself, oh my goodness, everything else just changes and shifts. Things are just so beautiful here. Don't hold on to anything. Feel your emotions, feel beauty, experience beauty. Focus on living in the here and the now. Okay? Whatever release it is that you need to do, release that. Remember, life is an ongoing process. Nothing is stagnant. Nothing is just now. Everything is just flow. Okay? Try not to hold on to anything. And it's almost like I can hear some of you say, well, that's easy to say. Energy coming towards your, Page of Emotions, Eight of Voices, and the Justice card. Whatever you lost, whatever was away from you, whoever was away from you, whatever it is that you might be feeling at the moment, Aries, know this and know this really, really well. You are about to receive 10,000-fold more back into your life. All right. I feel that for some of you, you may have lived a certain way of living. which might have been really nice for you. But when you really, really think about it, is it really honestly what you wanted? Okay? I feel that for some of you, it's almost like tragedy brings clarity, much needed clarity, for you to almost like recalibrate for what it is that you really want to have, change your mind around it. Because it's almost like you get a new appreciation for life and things, and especially the materialistic. For some of you, you've been living in this void, almost like where it was you and your feelings, you were separate from each other. And for some of you, you were like, well, it operates really, really well. I switch on my feelings, I switch off my feelings. Oh, it's so nice. Um, but that is almost like living without your personality. It's almost like being an avatar without a personality. And sometimes the only way that we can reconnect with our emotions, if you won't do it from a point of light and just open and shine, then, when maybe things happen that you don't like happening and you feel those emotions, it reconnects you with your heart, and that is where the magic happens. All right. Some of you don't know what you're going to do going forward. You feel very stuck. You feel very without choice. You are being reborn. And it's beautiful. You're being transformed. Okay. All right. So clarifying the overall energy for you first of all, we've we're clarifying this Queen of Materials, this Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Two of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Whatever direction you take next, as long as you take it with confidence, you will be good. All right? You are strongly guided here. When you're going to take actions, let it come from a point of something that you really want, not what you're expected to do, not what is required of you. Now, obviously, it doesn't mean that you have to go and be a sucky person who does horrible things to other people, but sometimes we focus so hard on making others happy that we, in a sense, almost forget about ourselves. We put ourselves second in our own life, and then we don't understand why we get certain experiences, because the universe basically reflects what you do. Okay. um, and for many of you, there's money. I remember I grew up in the country, and they're like, when your hand itches like this, it's money. So there's money for some of you, and my hand hasn't itches. So let's claim that money, y'all. Okay, recent past. um, Let's draw a card for the Three of Pentacles. What is that new path that you took in Six of Pentacles? So many of you have changed your mind around money, the concept of money, the availability of money, opportunities, all those sort of things, which is really great. And I feel for a short time things really work. Now, this is the question you want to ask yourself. When things worked before and they stopped working, what did you change? Forget about COVID and all of these things. What did you change within yourself? When did the fear come in? Because when the fear sneaked in, that is when things started to change. Okay? Now, let's look at your current space. I'm going to look at this Queen of Emotions. So you got the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Rightio. So, new ideas coming to fruition. Love, emotion, passion. There's a whole new beginning here for some of you. For some of you, it's almost like you get to a space and you look at your life and you're almost like, well, that was a waste. It's that realization that opens yourself up to more. It might be time for you to start doing your own thing. Follow your own path. Maybe if you're working for a boss, doesn't mean that you have to drop your job just like that. But, sorry. I feel for many of you who were focused on your own path, sort of lost sight of that path again, and now you're getting, almost thinking like, well, if I only did that then, if I only did it like that, then if I only... There's no point in regretting the past. Start now, 4 or 5 years down the future, you may be so much further than you imagined that you would be, as opposed to, almost whining about the fact that, oh, only if I started 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I would have been so far. The simple truth is you haven't. But you've got... Let's look at the Strength card, just one card for it. In your current space, Five of Wands. All right. A lot of you are experiencing, you're very hit by emotions at the moment, experiencing a lot of pain and those sort of things. It's fine. Feel those feelings, but don't get drawn in by them. Feel them with the emphasis on healing them. Okay. Look at the space coming towards you. Eight of Voices, Eight of Swords. What do we got there? What do we got there? It's almost like for a lot of you, you get a lot of opportunities. You want to be very careful, Aries, of not running towards the shiny objects. Ooh, this and this, that. Ooh, let me do everything. No. Remember, there's variety, but if you go to a buffet, you've got one plate and you choose what you want to fill the one plate with. All right? You don't stand there with 6 plates. Don't do the same with opportunities that come up. There's a lot of opportunities coming up, not meaning you must choose them all, meaning that you yourself has manifested a wide variety of options for yourself. Choose one or two, and maybe you can amalgamate everything together. You don't even ever know. So you've got lots of energies coming out here. You've got the Nine of Cups and the Moon. Mind those emotions. King of Wands and the Four of Swords, and the Justice card. If you can get control over your emotions, Aries, and not try to always be the strong one and the one in control and the way that people see you being in control, you'll be absolutely fine. Also, with the Justice card there with the Nine of Pentacles for you heading towards you, there's balance coming into your life. Beautiful, beautiful balance coming into your life, especially with prosperity. Whatever you lost, you're going to get it back 10,000 fold. Remember that, okay? And you'll get it back quite fast. Let's see what angel energy is supporting you at the moment, Aries, and what angel energy you can call upon if that is what you require for Aries, please. And if that reading resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you welcoming, liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I'd really appreciate that. Check out my website. There's a link down below for ahngreatlife.com. You've got the angel of positivity. Wonderful. Okay, so some of you feel a little bit at the dark, you feel trapped in the tunnel, you feel there's no hope, it's never going to get to the end. You're actually getting, it may not feel that way, but you're actually getting to the end of a very challenging sort of episode period in your life. And remember, new things can always feel a little bit challenging at first. All right, know that you're not alone, know that the universe has got your back. All right, and I'll see you next time.